over at Riverlands. So it's just a two-person team in the back of house. Eric is my head brewer, and I'm the assistant, and we basically work as a team to make all the tasty beverages. I was in my mid-20s. I wanted to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up. I'm actually autistic, and I love art and science. I was taking some community college classes, just trying to get my gen eds while trying to figure that out. My dad picked up homebrewing as a hobby and needed an extra pair of hands, and I ended up falling in love with the entire process because brewing to me is that perfect blend of art and of science. So historically, brewing was women dominated well before the Industrial Revolution. So they would be in charge of making the ales, making the lagers. You also had the monks that would be brewing Belgians, the Trappist beers, especially when they were fasting during things like Lent. However, since the Industrial Revolution, the brewing industry has become very predominantly male-dominated, especially in back of house. So Pink Boots we've actually recently expanded to cover the entire fermented beverage industry, but we want to make women, non-binary, and trans folks feel more welcome in all aspects of the fermented beverage industry. So they don't just have to be bartenders, they don't just have to be sales, but if they have that drive, that passion, they're absolutely welcome in the back of house. They're welcome on packaging lines, they're welcome in the production, they're welcome in leadership roles, whether it be director of brewing or head brewer or even owners. So I'm making an English style dark mild. An English dark mild is traditionally a lower ABV. We're shooting for about 3.7% ABV on this one. The idea is you get a lot of those dark malt characteristics without it being really, really heavy, kind of like a stout might be. So you're going to get some subtle roast, you're going to get some chocolate flavors, a little bit toffee, a little bit of caramel, but it's still going to be a very easy drinking beer. The reason I chose an English dark mild is because of that. You know, we have a lot of heavy beers. Riverlands specifically, we are known for our lagers, but also our hazy IPAs. So I thought having something that kind of stands out as an English dark mild, having that low ABV, having something that's crushable but still has some of those dark flavor characteristics that people enjoy would be a really good addition. And I thought that honestly, we need more English style beers over here because there's a rich history and they are delicious. Homebrew. Find a homebrew club. That can be difficult because, again, that is still very male dominated. So whether you join a homebrew club or start one of your own, if you have the time and the funds, I would also recommend looking into Siebel Institute of Technology. They have a lot of online courses that will kind of give you a really good academic understanding of the brewing process. But finally, just go to breweries. Go to breweries and talk to brewers. One thing I love about this industry is how open I have found everyone to be, and there's no real secrets here. So if someone comes in and says, hey, I want to learn about brewing, I want to learn about the process, brewers love sharing knowledge. You know, brewers collaborate all the time because the belief remains that if I make a good beer and you make a good beer and our neighbor makes good beer, everybody wins because now we have 3 good beers to sit down and chat and socialize and just really have a good time together. I've worn tiny hats for quite a few years now, and I've actually kind of gained a reputation as the person who wears a tiny hat. And when I work, I actually wear a tiny pink or a tiny yellow construction hat because safety. It's a joke that, you know, safety first. But when I became one of the chapter leads, I thought, you know, what'd be really cool is rather than just be the one person with tiny construction hat, actually give everyone a tiny construction hat and have it be pink for the Pink Boots. So Taylor, she's another one of the chapter leadership committee. Her dad was kind enough to 3D print a bunch of tiny pink construction hats, and my partner Jose glued crocodile clips onto all of them. So I think that they're the only empire that is acceptable as a tiny hat empire because safety first and also they're adorable. There's Pink Boots National, which kind of encompasses the entire nation, and then that national is broken up into chapters. Chapters can either vary as a state chapter or if it's just a large city, a city chapter. So what the chapter lead does, at least what the Illinois chapter leads do, is we like to get quarterly brew days together. So this is going to be kind of our quarter one brew day. I know our friends over at Treehouse want to make a mead with us for another quarter. Dovetail in Chicago is looking to collaborate with us, I believe, for the fourth quarter. So we help coordinate that, but we also do outreach. We want to have more opportunities for women and non-binary and trans folk to kind of just get together. Not just for back of house, because we've noticed that there's a lot of people in management positions, in sales positions, and we want to give them the opportunity to network as well, so they can just trade tips and tricks. And if there's anyone that's looking to get into more of a higher sales position, or that's either becoming a taproom manager or is a new taproom manager, and they just want some advice on social media outreach or how to really bring people to their tap rooms. We want to be more inclusive, not just with women, trans, and non-binary folks, but across every aspect of the fermented beverage industry, from front of house to back of house, top of house, and outreach.
Coming up, the other half of the Chicagoland Pink Boots Dream Team.
Do you want me to grab a beer? I can grab a beer.
And we'll get some helpful tips from attendees of this year's Brewfest.
The whole walking up to people and bothering them, it's not a bother at a beer festival. After a couple of beers, folks have stuff they want to get off their chest.